Popcorn can't be beat.
Welcome back to Cinema Chat on Filmbuff. Today's guest is actress Rebekah Kennedy. She's been in several credits, including Law & Order and Criminal Minds, and she's also co-star of the Netflix movie To the Bone. Rebekah, very nice to meet you.
Hi, thanks so much for having me.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Now, there's this movie that I was watching that you were featured in,
Okay.
and I don't want to butcher the title, but it has the word martyr in it.
Yes. Let me make you a martyr.
Let me make you a martyr.
Hey.
Look who the fuck it is. I thought you were dead by now. You know, Taylor should be home any minute. She's in the 1st grade now. Yeah, they got her in one of those immersion programs. She's learning French. You want anything, baby? Like coffee or...
No.
You seen Raymond yet?
I actually came by to surprise him. Is he around?
He's here. Got himself a legitimate business. A regular entrepreneur. I'll let him elaborate.
Now, you've acted with two performers that I'm a really big fan of. One of them is Keanu Reeves in To the Bone.
Okay.
To the Bone. It's deals with a young woman going through a eating disorder and going into treatment in the community and sphere, the family, the patients. I play her physician. It's a very important subject, and it's great to be a part of a film that is going to hopefully entertain, but also be an opportunity for people to share and discuss and hopefully help.
You know, I'm so thrilled to be in a film that is so important and that's not talked about enough and that is heart-wrenching but yet funny, and I think it's really going to touch on a subject that people don't talk about enough and kind of bring everyone together and hopefully maybe touch people and help people, and maybe some people will get help that, you know, otherwise wouldn't. It's a really special film, and I'm so glad I got to be a part of it.
And the other one is Marilyn Manson.
Yes.
Did you get to work with Brian Warner?
Yeah, so I did. I didn't have any direct scenes with him, but he was there on set that day that I was working, and he's super nice.
Tired of living in the darkness, man. It's all I've ever known. All that's ever known me besides her. You ever think about suicide? I mean, really thought about it. Like there might be no other way out. It's a dark place to exist. And I've lived with the burden of that for far too long, longer than I can remember, and it's suffocating me. No fire, no inferno could top that. In fact, I'd invite God to the challenge.
Yeah, tell me he's really nice.
So,
I believe it.
Yeah, so nice, so smart.
Yeah, seems really intelligent.
Yeah.
To see the tragic turn it into magic. My big top tricks will always make you happy, but we all knew the hat is wearing me.
He's just full of life and always up and entertaining everyone, and it was really a pleasure to work with him and get to know him a little bit.
Yeah, he seems to. I get really interested when he does a feature project, and I like to watch it. But I was wondering how that was working with him. How's Keanu Reeves?
Super nice as well. I, again, didn't get to work with him directly in the movie, but he was at the table read and at the premieres and the parties, and he was just very nice, humble, down
I believe
to
it.
earth.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but great stories.
Yeah. It's like every time you turn on the TV or look at a magazine, it's oh my God, this cake is so delicious. And like your reward or something. And then you turn the page and there's some sad, fat before girl, and she's all, I hate myself. And then the thin after girl goes, I did this diet, now I'm happy and everyone loves me. What about the chocolate cake? It's like they're trying to drive us crazy.
Society's to blame. The world is so unfair. I have to die. There's no point in blaming everybody. Live with it.
Ellen, do you think there's a way you can express that without discounting Penny's feelings?
Well, today in theaters, we have this double, like this fight between these two movies, Child's Play and Toy Story 4.
Hi, Duke.
Who's the cowboy?
Duke, meet Woody. Woody, meet...
Duke Kaboom, Canada's greatest stuntman. Huh. Oh, yeah. Huh. Huh. Yes.
Huh? He's posing.
Huh.
Both came out today against each other.
Right.
So that's Andy and his evil toys in both movies.
Right.
So I didn't know if I should talk about Child's Play with you, and I didn't know if I should talk about Toy Story with you. So I decided, why don't I try and meet in the middle and combine them? So,
Okay.
as a child, can you tell me one experience that you got to do, or a movie you got to see, or something you got to do that you were too young to do? Maybe you had to sneak, or something you got to go do.
Right. So when I was 11, one of my best friends had a birthday party, and her parents took us to Blockbuster. You know, when Blockbusters were still a thing. I miss them, actually.
It was a video rental store.
For anyone that doesn't know.
Yeah.
Think of all the mature, responsible things you could be doing. Helping old ladies cross the street, proudly maintaining your yard, hanging with your folks, or cleaning your room. But get real. You'd rather be playing video games. You can rent them from Blockbuster. They've got more of the coolest new Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Sega Genesis games for rent than anyone in the world. So dudes, why not get your games at Blockbuster? It's the mature thing to do.
They took us there to rent a movie, and I don't know why, I convinced her parents to let us rent it. And we took it home and we watched it. And
This is Tim Curry's It.
Yes, the original. And I think I scarred my best friend. She now is, to this day, is terrified of horror movies.
Take your pick, Billy boy. Oh, except for the one on the end. That's already taken. Sorry.
I remember you. And I remember we beat you. I'm not afraid of you.
Well, to be fair, the parents let you do it.
They did.
But maybe not knowing.
Yeah, I don't think they realized how terrifying it would be.
Yeah.
And so we watched it, and that was my first introduction to horror movies, and that's when I fell in love with them. And then I went home that night, or the next day, and I asked my parents, I was like, can we go to the Blockbuster and rent a movie? And they're like, okay, sure. And I got them to rent it again because I wanted to watch it again without my friends like screaming and freaking out and being scared. So that was, I definitely, even then my parents were hesitant to let me watch it again, but I already seen it. But I definitely got my love for horror movies from my dad's side. My dad loves them, my grandmother loves them. It's really interesting.
You excited about Chapter 2 in September?
So excited.
You like the new one, yeah?
I did.
For 27 years, I dreamt of you. I craved you. I missed you.
We need to finish it. For good.
I've seen all of us die. It consumes us from the inside until we don't have a choice anymore.
You lied. And I died. You lied! And I died!
Oh, I
fan.
love it.
My only regret is that I couldn't be in them.
It's very Stand By Me nostalgic. Like it's
Yeah.
like Goonies or something like that. I think it's because it's based in the 80s.
Yeah.
But my story is a little bit different. I think it was 1987, and my father took me to see my first movie in theaters.
Okay.
RoboCop. He took me to see RoboCop when it was rated X. Back when rated X, they didn't have NC-17 yet. So it was rated X just for gore. And I must have been 6 years old, something like that. And first 5 minutes,
Ed 209.
and this big machine strumps in with barrels of guns.
Please put down your weapon. You are in direct violation of Penal Code 113, Section 9. You now have 5 seconds to comply. Use physical force.
And just blast this character way across the room. Just blast this character. Just blast this character way across the room. Barrels of guns and just blast this character way across the room. And that was my introduction to gore and violence in cinema.
I'm sure it's only a glitch. A temporary setback.
You call this a glitch?
And I always will remember that happened to be my first movie. And I think I turned out okay.
You seem to.
Yeah.
Seem to have.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I absolutely loved that moment, and I love these moments where like you get as a child you get a peek into the world, because you're gonna eventually it's gonna happen anyway. So those are I like hearing little stories like that. You have a new movie coming out called Limbo.
Yes, I do.
With James Purfoy.
Mhm.
You mind telling us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so that one is about it also has Lou Temple, and he plays a murderer who literally goes to limbo and is on trial to decide if he's going to go to heaven or hell.
Oh.
And I can't give too much away about my character,
Okay.
but I can say that I play someone from Lou Temple's past, who they bring in as a witness to testify on his trial.
When can we expect this feature to be released?
I'm not exactly sure yet.
Okay.
It premiered in the U.S. at the Beverly Hills Film
Okay, so
Festival
it's
a few
completed.
weeks ago. Yes.
Okay.
And so now we're just doing the festival run and hoping to get distributed here, and we'll see.
Well, that's fantastic. I am a big fan of your work. I watched all your appearances, and I think you're great.
Thank you so much.
So, which one are you going to see first? Toy Story 4 or Child's Play?
Ooh.
That is actually really tough. You're going to have fun either way. I'm just curious.
Yeah. I love the Toy Story movies. I probably will see that one first, only because the first one came out when I was a kid, and I love all of them. I think they're all brilliant and so well done, and I probably will see that one first, but I'll definitely see Child's Play as well, because that's love horror stuff.
Chucky?
Yeah, I think I'll be right there with you. Toy Story 4 first, because I need to know what's going on with Woody and the gang.
Yes.
And then Child's Play, just to see Mark Hamill do his version of
Yeah,
Chucky. and see
yeah,
how
I'm
that
really
goes.
excited to see
Mark Hamill, yeah.
where they go with it.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here, Rebecca.
Thank you so
Rebecca
much.
Kennedy, everybody.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, thank you again.
Really appreciate it.
All right.
Stop.
Popcorn can't be beat.